I am a farmer and am looking for land to grow food. How should I begin?
Hello, I am a land for good service provider and work with farmers to find land. I am excited to work with you on your land search. First, it is important to know what you want from the land, what you plan to grow, and how much land you need. Consider what you can afford before you start your land search. It may take time to learn about your options and to find the right farmland. One way to access land is to buy it. Many new farmers lease or rent land first.
What do I need to know about leasing land?
Leasing land is like renting an apartment or a house. Leasing can be a faster, more affordable option to start farming. A lease is a written legal agreement between you and the landowner. The landowner lets you use the land for a set time. You pay money. This is called rent. You can farm the land based on the agreement. The land still belongs to the owner. A lease is a type of partnership with both you and the landowner sharing responsibilities. That is why it is important for both people to understand the agreement before you sign it and communicate with each other often and in a clear way while you are leasing the land.
How do I find land?
Service providers like me at Land for Good or someone you trust at another organization like Maine Farmland Trust can help you. You may want a small team to help you, including another farmer you trust and people from farm organizations, such as Cooperative Extension. Service providers like me work with farmers like you to help clarify your farm plans, learn which equipment and supplies you need, understand costs, and search for land. We are here to answer your questions and support your vision. You and your support team will visit properties and talk with landowners to see if they match your needs. Consider whether your farm can be successful there. Does it have good soil, water? Is it close to your markets and where you live? Does it have the buildings or other infrastructure you need for the vision you have for your future farm? Is there space and permission to build what you need if the farm does not have it? It is important to find a landowner who is supportive of your vision and is willing to communicate. You may visit many farms before you find the right one, and it may take a year or more to find a match. Once you find land that meets your needs, you can begin working on the details of your lease agreement. As your service provider, I can help you take these steps.
What are my responsibilities if I lease land?
If you lease land, you are called the leasee or the tenant. As the person leasing the land, your responsibilities typically include paying rent on time year-round, even if you are not using the land during certain seasons. Using the land only for what you said you were going to in your lease. Taking care of the land, including the soil. This can include seeding cover crops and spreading compost in the off-season. Maintaining buildings and equipment that are part of the lease, such as sheds, fencing, water lines, or other farm structures. Having insurance that covers your farming activities. Following the rules written in the lease. Communicating with the landowner regularly about what you are doing, especially if you are making changes or starting something new.
What is the landowner's role?
The landowner owns the property. They pay the property taxes and other costs of ownership. They may also care for the land or pay for utilities. Each situation is different, and what they are allowed to do will be written in the lease. A conservation easement or local town rules may limit how the landowner can use the land. This will also limit you. This must also be communicated in the lease.
What makes a good lease?
A good lease protects both the farmer and the landowner. It clearly explains each person's responsibilities. Having a clearly written agreement is important. It protects both the farmer and the landowner during disagreements to make sure the outcome is fair. My coworkers at Land for Good can help make a good lease. We help many farmers with lease writing.
What happens if I do not follow the lease?
If you do not follow the agreement, either by accident or on purpose, you may not be able to use that land anymore. If there is a problem, talk to the landowner first. You can also ask a service provider to help you before you speak to the landowner. It is important to make sure you understand everything in the lease before you sign it.
Have you ever seen a farmer lose their land by not following the lease?
Yes, this happens sometimes and it creates hardship for the farmer and breaks trust with the landlord. For example, I've seen farmers break their lease when they decide to plant a new field or bring in livestock without talking to the landowner and checking the lease. I've also seen farmers break a lease when they do not take good care of the soil or when they break the rules of the conservation easement by building something not allowed in the easement.
What else should I know?
Ask for help from somebody you trust and ask lots of questions. You are not alone in this process. You can talk with service providers like me and the people I work with at Land for Good, Maine Farmland Trust, or Maine Cooperative Extension. Legal Food Hub is a good resource to find a lawyer to review your lease. Be clear about what you need for your farm to succeed and how you can be flexible. You can negotiate with the landowner about price, responsibilities, and rules. It helps to say from the beginning what you can afford, and I can help you figure out that number. Take your time, have conversations, understand all the costs and responsibilities. A good lease reduces conflicts and opens up opportunities.
Leasing sounds like a good first step.
For many farmers, it is. Leasing can help you begin farming without the high upfront cost of buying land. With careful planning, research, plenty of time, and lots of communication, you can find land that fits your goals.
Thank you. This helps me understand leasing, and I am ready to get started. If you would like to learn more, read How to Find, Assess, and Secure Farmland, or Elements of a Good Farm Lease.